Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're going to look at the release notes of Sim Update number 15, the latest beta release, which is the fourth one already in a row. So we start with the general bug fixes, right? First of all, there's some general bug fixes, and if you still experience crashes, as mentioned above, then make sure that you move content out of the community folder and verify if the simulator becomes more stable. If that's not the case, I would say then you likely hit another issue, but in most cases you will see that it will fix the issue. Then in addition to that, there's the navigation and traffic fix. So they fixed airplanes never being deleted in some cases, and that of course resulted in a poor performance over time when you did a long flight. Then going down, we find the glass cockpits. First of all, the Garmin G3x Touch. That's the newest edition, right? The fully, I would say, rewritten. And that's why you always see that there are a lot of fixes included for those cockpits. So in this case, there's a new functionality. There's the added ability to configure the backlight settings in the display menu. So you can now configure the, I would say, brightness of the display, which is cool. Then the CNS data bar fields no longer turn yellow when the GPS data is unavailable. That's also fixed. And there's a fix for an issue where you could not change the local time UTC offset from the time setup menu, which is available in this nice Garmin G3x Touch cockpit. Then the next one is the select approach button. In the FPL page options, menu is now disabled when an external flight plan source is selected. So when you select an external source for the flight plan, you can't use the select approach button anymore. So keep that in mind. Then they fixed an issue where the text of the same display, the MFD FPL page, the FPL source button could sometimes overflow, as well as they fixed an issue with the formatting of the PFD flight plan inset when a white EIS is displayed, right? So that's resulting in, this one was in a very specific scenario where it caused some issues. In my case, it worked perfectly. Last one, they fixed an issue where the engine gauge skills, ranges, and tick marks of certain colors were not displayed correctly. So again, a lot of fixes for the G3X Touch, as well as some new functionality. Then the Garmin GNS 430 and 530W. Two fixes. First one is a fix where the GNS was sending incorrect GPS steering and glide path data to the external autopilots, as well as they fixed the various issues with the GNS was configured to use a non-default LNAV index, right? So it's for navigation, right? If you want to use the navigation by following the flight plan which you configured, then you can switch on the autopilot in LNAV mode, and then it will follow that path normally. Then if we scroll down the list, we find some fixes for, in this case, aircrafts. But as you can see, we're starting with helicopters. And the good news is that the multi-engine helicopter it's now possible to control the governor switches and engine trimmers for each engine individually. That mainly has to do with the SDK, right? So likely it also has to do with, say, some choppers which have been announced, which will be released soon, which do have multiple engines. So really cool. Then at Cessna Citation CD4 and WT21, there's an issue with the CDU, where the selected waypoint page facility selection that's now being fixed. Then two fixes for peripherals. First one is for the Virtual Fly Yoko Neo. That's support which has been added for the Virtual Fly TQ Neo. And the Turtle Beach flight deck support, that's also a new one. So two new devices, or peripherals as they call it, are now supported. So that's really cool. So if you're participating in this beta, right, then you're mandatory to install this update. Unfortunately, the A320 V2 is not yet back in the package. However, Asobo did let us know that it will be included in Sim Update number 15. So maybe in the next beta build. Keep an eye on my channel and you will see if that's the case. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.